What's up, everybody?
My name is Anthony Irvin.
You beat yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, CB myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Jim Green.
Don't even need a hit of traffic light.
Okay, good.
Welcome to
One set. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Jim Green here, along with my co-host, my best friend and brother, Anthony Irvin. How we doing, my friend?
Doing good, man. From the sounds of it, it looks like we have a pretty cool watch along for today. I know before we got started on here, you were pretty stoked to show this to me. So I remember the event, but I just don't know what the match we are watching. So, but I have an idea, but I'm not going to spoil it just for my psyche. So, yeah.
But you might remember that the match happened, but you have not watched this in 25 years.
Yeah, I have not
it.
watched this in this specific pay-per-view, and it was pay-per-views at the time when this was dated. So, yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen this specific pay-per-view.
This is peak Monday Night Wars Attitude Era.
Yeah.
This is from WWE St. Valentine's Day Massacre, which the event took place February 14th, 1999. So we are literally going back 25 and a half years now. And to me, seeing this match really cemented me being a fan of wrestling. So this match is pretty special to me. I haven't gone back and rewatched it too many times, but the times that I go back, I am immediately 11 years old again, just jonesing about what the wrestling industry was at that time and how much it was a pivotal part of pop culture for us growing up in the late 90s before we entered the new millennium, for sure. Anthony, I have to get up and jump over to the laptop.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the loud, okay, go ahead. The TV I have, it's like the remote doesn't play. It's old school. We're working on it.
Little finagling. It's all good.
Little finagling. But let me get over there. I will need you to kind of shout so I can hear you. I have my volume turned all the way up. We are at the 2 hour, 19 minute and 38 second mark on Peacock. If you are watching along with us,
good to know.
This match is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon in a steel cage match.
Yes,
this is going to be so good to watch. Like,
oh man,
it never disappoints. Okay,
and it was not what I thought.
I love that for you, because what did you think it was?
I was starting to think it was my first initial thought was the debut of Kane, but then I'm like, okay, that was Bad Blood, and that's coming up too. We'll talk about that eventually.
That was in 98.
Yeah. Then my other one that I was thinking about was Stone Cold versus Undertaker in the Buried Alive match. That was good. I remember that one.
This match,
I haven't seen this in a while.
It's just iconic. It happens on Sunday, on a Valentine's Day, literally February 14th, and the Steve Austin Vince McMahon feud. This
is kind of like at the top of the point of it, right?
Without it, WCW could have won the Monday Night Wars. I think it definitely helped WWE to win. Obviously, D-Generation X was huge. The booking at the time, they really just had their hands on pop culture in general.
Yeah.
Let me get over here before the screen times out, and then let's get into this match, man. I'm so excited for this.
I'm excited now, too. This is awesome. So, just to reiterate, while Jim is finagling his way over there, so We are on Peacock watching the WWE event pay-per-view St. Valentine's Day Massacre, and we are paused at the 2-hour, 19-minute, and 38-second. We're paused right there. So if anybody wants to watch with us, feel free. And those are the timestamps. So, have you ever wanted to start your podcast but didn't know where to start? The One Step Bros are here to talk to you about Zencastr. Zencastr is the ultimate base podcasting solution and now the all-in-one podcasting platform, making podcasting easy. They've sure made it easy for us to be able to record our podcast and our episodes every week for you guys. Once you've set up your account, you're simply one click away from recording a high-quality podcast with studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. My personal favorite feature is their multi-layered backups, which ensure our recordings are always in the highest quality, even during unstable web connections. And if you thought you needed multiple tools and services for your podcast, Zencastr's all-in-one podcasting platform allows you to create your podcast all in one place and distribute to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use our code OneSetPod, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences we do with all our podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. Jim, just let me know when you are ready, and I will do the 1, 2, 3, and then we will be starting on go.
I'm ready. Give me that 3, 2, 1, and on the go, we're hitting play. All right, go ahead.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. I started an ad, but keep on going. So it started an ad for me, but I might be. No, I'm in another ad.
I had to get us back to this video package so that we could get the backstory on it because it has been 25 years. Right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Video packages were a must back then, like just seeing them. Okay. So I'm at.
Yeah, I'm here. I tried to plug my headphones in. Is the TV audio really distorting this or no? I'll turn it down. It's not letting me change the headphone settings, which we tested before recording, but since we are recording, it's not letting me adjust it. So
That's fine.
You can hear me still?
I can hear you still. So I'm at 220.07.
So yeah, I mean the video is playing. I can still hear you.
What's your timestamp? I'm still going, but I'm probably a little behind you.
Yeah, tell me what you see on the screen. I mean, it is jumping around. Let me know when the package, like the promo package, ends, just so that we can check in to see if we are in tune with each other.
Yeah, I'm within the package right now.
Because we can always reset this and do it again, and we can do the text.
Yeah,
like FG, and we can both play just straight off of the text if you wanted to do it that way. Just so I have the headphones on so that the background noise isn't interfering. I don't know how it is on your end.
It should be good for me because I have headphones on. I don't even hear it on your end.
All right. I just can barely hear you. I can hear you, but just keep it rolling.
This is like 90s
for those
90s
of us
wrestling all over.
Tuning in. Oh, okay, the package just ended. We're at the ring with the cage, right?
I am still going through, so just probably pause on your end and I'll let you know when I get done. Austin just stunned Test.
Okay, once the package is done, stop the recording and save it, and then we will reset this. We'll reset it and timestamp it.
Austin just stunned China. Yeah, man, this is legit Attitude Era stuff. This is awesome.
It's so good, man. For everyone watching along with us, I apologize for technicalities on our end for interrupting the promo package, because it's definitely important for setting up the match.
Explosion. Michael Cole's young.
This was when everybody hated Michael Cole, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody loved Jerry the King Lawler. Western Union blimp. I love how the commentary said WWF will never be the same, but the subtitle said WWE. For those of you who are younger and don't know about the World Wildlife Foundation,
right, or who care,
or who care to hear the history and the backstory, the World Wildlife Foundation bought out the rights for the name WWF, and that's once it changed from WWF to WWE, it was because of that. So Vince McMahon guaranteed no corporate members are going to interfere in the match. Anth, have you ever watched this match?
It's been a minute.
So you saw it once, like maybe when it happened?
Probably when it happened, and that was the last time I probably saw it.
Dude. Yes. Here he comes.
Awesome. Where it may be like a 2-second delay, but it's all good.
Yeah, I had you on the phone to like say, tell me when to hit play. And I heard you like through my headphones, like across the room, ahead of your count.
So good.
I mean, talk about being in the right place at the right time.
Absolutely.
He was the right fit for the demographic that was there. When people talk about Hulk Hogan polarizing the wrestling industry, of course he did.
But he just came out of nowhere and just people just clinged right onto him. And he was just riding that ride, dude.
I just want to give a quick shout out to my parents for allowing me to gravitate towards. This is like my role model to be like, oh yeah, this guy's it. And they're like, yeah, we want our son to be a badass.
Yeah, a guy that's drinking beer and flipping people off. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, perfect. It's so crazy to think Vince McMahon is strolling out here, his badass self.
Yeah.
In 1999, and where he is right now, 25 years later. It's just wild to think about.
Dude is roided up.
Yeah, well, this is well before they had all of the wellness checks.
Mm-hmm. But then again, he had all the sports amount of people that can take him from like a scrawny dude to like jacked muscle building powerhouse dude in like months,
Weeks,
if that.
if that. Talk about killing time. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Come on, get in.
He definitely needed to do some more pull-ups. You can see him slouching because he's so invested in chest press that
Yeah.
his pecs are just weighing him down forward. Here we go. Chicken shit. All right.
Oh God, I forfeit.
I think, like you said, there's a little bit of delay on my end, so just speak on your end, and I'll be right behind it.
Yeah.
Now he's nope. See ya. Oh, he's just riling up the crowd at this point. Killing time. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm behind you like literally like 2 seconds, so it's all good.
You're behind me. Okay.
Because I heard the cage slam, and then on my end, Vince slammed the cage. So I'm like, okay, then I'm the one on the delay a little bit.
Okay.
And there's no like 2 second fast forward. It's like 10 seconds. So
yeah, I can pause and count one Mississippi and then be like literally right there.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. Obviously, continue.
Yeah. Yeah, like milliseconds. Yeah, it's within a second now, so
we should be good then. Or I can go do it again. I don't care.
Are they done?
Oh my God, I forfeit.
Neat. Yeah, when you can just choke a dude out for no reason.
When you can just sling a wire around their neck and be like, yeah, I'm choking you. And they're like, oh my God, this hurts. And this is entertainment, y'all. This is entertainment.
Mm-hmm. 1999 entertainment for kids.
This is where we are.
Rich and refreshing.
Could you imagine being that kid there?
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, this is happening right now.
Yeah. He just spilled a beer.
He just alcohol abuse. What? I don't know that down here.
And the match still hasn't officially started yet, right?
Correct.
So they're still delaying.
Eating up time because
They always used to do this.
Well, in the ring,
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold and Vince McMahon aren't going to have a 25-minute match.
No.
So Vince raked him in the eyes, and that's why Vince is like, or Steve Austin's on the ground like, ew, wait.
Wait.
Ew, wait. Ew, me. Oh. Not so fast, brother.
Scatter.
Scatter. You know what would be really cool is if the steel cage was painted red, like the Hell in a Cell cages. Obviously kidding here.
Or you know what? Let's just put a big thing of bamboo things and call it a pajama match.
A Punquachi match? Yeah.
That'll do it to him.
That'll get him.
We can't see a thing.
Yeah, Great Khali really got over with those Punjabi prison matches, right?
But you were entertained, right? Not really.
Oh, yeah, this was so good. I can't even, like, if you were there, it was like, I can't even see them wrestling in there.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Stone Cold's last stunner on Vince McMahon in the ring, it was the
It was
10th
horrible.
anniversary of Raw, and I think Vince McMahon did it on purpose.
He literally ate it.
He literally just went down like he was eating the stunner on 2-second delay.
And I think Austin was laughing as he was bringing him down. He's like, yeah, I knew that sucked.
He was just like, yeah, you did this on purpose, whatever. Nobody cares. Everyone's just eating this up. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that was also 3 to 5 years ago. I think it was before the pandemic.
Probably. Yeah.
Heh. Oh, just pin him on the outside already.
Just pin him on the outside.
Match hasn't even started yet. Just give him a low blow.
Right.
I'm going to kick him in his belly button. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Right in the left nut. Still so good.
Well, just hanging off like, meh. Yeah. Oh. Vince, you did this to yourself, man. You didn't have to go climb in that cage. You could have just crawled in the ring, you know?
Right.
1, a 2.
Yeah. Did I make it? It's like, that fucker really he really jumped.
Steve Austin's like, I get a bonus for you messing up that landing. You
Right.
botched that so hard. He's bouncing on the ropes like the refs are checking on him. He's like, please tell me that this match can still go on. This was his idea after all, right?
I did not subscribe for that. He just told me just throw him. I just threw him.
You sit on the table, you break the table, you buy the table.
Buy the table. Think, well.
Well.
And look at the Spanish announcer. He's like, hey, get me duel.
Yo no sé.
No, say. No. I okay.
Hey, Macarena. All right. It's not me being racist. I just don't know Spanish.
Yeah,
That's about it.
Well, if you don't know it, you shouldn't say it. Blah, 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 blah. Here come the paramedics. Hop, 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 hop.
How about this? Vince McMahon S. Night.
Vince, lift your neck up.
They're literally just eating, like, before we started recording, you're like, how long is the match? I was like, 25 minutes. They were literally eating up all this time on all this bullshit outside the ring.
Yeah.
Right? Pardon me.
Vince's like, are you still watching? Like, keep your eyes closed. Okay. This is such good shit, right? They really think I broke my neck on that one. But as a matter of fact, I think I broke my tailbone.
I think I broke my coccyx here.
I broke my coccyx. Oh, he was about to call the match too.
He's definitely... That's bullshit. What? What? Friggin' king.
Oh, me?
Huh?
Huh? The threat of Mike. All right, here we go.
Yeah. It's so hard.
The crowd is going nuts.
It's so hard to think about who was better.
Moving.
I feel like he has the slight edge on The Rock in that he didn't have to try so hard to be over. Like,
exactly, yeah.
The Rock was right there, right next to him, but The Rock had to be over the top to get to that point, right?
Right. Everybody was already invested in Stone Cold, but not that he didn't have to work hard for where he was, but I think the crowd ate up whatever Stone Cold did. But yeah, Rock definitely had to pull a little bit more in order for the crowd to really get into him.
Yeah, but the feud with Vince itself, it definitely helped.
Right? Oh,
right?
yeah.
And like I said, without it, I think WCW could have
Because, like they said,
Like,
I mean,
had a
everybody at
fighting
that
chance.
time, and even till now, can relate to, hey, I have this shitty boss, and I want to beat the hell out of him. Everybody can relate to that.
And your demographic, as far as matches officially begun. Your demographic in the wrestling world is 18 to 45,
Right.
younger to mid teenagers, and you're fans of wrestling from like the early 80s, which at this point they're in their late 50s, early 60s, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing with the Attitude Era and all of this is when it really transcended the feuds, and the storytelling and the acting made the matches feel more important.
Mm-hmm.
It really drew the audience because it was the drama, right?
The drama.
The Doctorama, right?
Drama, rama, rama.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Come on, man.
Dude, him flipping the bird is so hilarious because
it's so good.
Like, however
He's doing that to me.
however he orchestrates his fingers to create that, I'm like, wow, you are so gangster to fold your fingers down
Yeah.
like this to
Yeah.
get that middle finger. Stomping a mutt hole. Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, he forfeits.
Oh, I forfeit. How'd you get up here?
Bitch. You remember how this match ends or no?
Vaguely. I do remember Vince flipping off Austin, and he does it a couple more times, and it's vaguely coming back to me.
I am pretty sure there will be blood. He's probably bleeding right now. Yeah. Oh, he definitely just bladed. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's busted open.
Hold on, this company's busted open.
Freaking king.
There you go. There's the money shot.
It's crazy to me to think, like, if I watched matches from a couple years before I started watching when I wasn't invested, I'm just like, oh, these are old time matches.
Yeah. That's the thumbnail.
I was get out of my head. That I was literally thinking, put him right in the middle.
And just the sensors for the fingers.
The freaking whoopsie faces just censor right over the.
There you go. Yeah,
there it is.
Perfect.
And then he gets Stone Cold doing this.
Yep.
But then censor over those two. Just a whole bunch of whoopsies on the thumbnail.
Yep.
That's perfect. It's really it's really hard to sell this on young kids and being like, this is how great wrestling was back then, because they didn't. They don't call it the Attitude Era for no reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like everything that they did in the ring really spoke to, again, pop culture and just their character, which their characters were built around pop culture, which is why Steve Austin was so successful, right?
Right. Neat. Just literally DDT'd him.
If Vince belly flopped into a pool, he would have dropped on his knees first and then just waved himself down.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember the ending. That's Paul White!
Nobody from the corporation is going to interfere in the match. Oh.
Oh, he can, because he's not part of the corporation yet.
Oh.
He hates Austin so bad. Get him out of here.
Oh. Biscuit. Yeah.
What did you do?
This is your big paycheck from coming from WCW. You giant ass.
Yeah. What did I pay you for? I certainly do remember that finish. Debut of Paul White. Austin's going to WrestleMania. And Vince is crying like a baby.
Yeah, it's... Paul White literally looks like 1994 with his hair like that.
Yeah. Definitely looks like an 80s mom with that hair.
Mel Gibson being those moms from the 90s with the cigarette, like that meme. It's so perfect, man. I'll definitely find those screenshots where they both have the double middle fingers and send it to you so that you can just throw the whoopsies on top of them.
Yeah. He's still flipping them off. Like the match is over. Calm down.
Paul White's like, 25 years from now, I'm still going to be struggling financially. Call JG Wentworth, a representative, is standing by. It's your money. Use it when you need it.
I'll need it when I can. Come on.
Oh, yeah. This was right before WrestleMania 15, which was in Philadelphia. It's amazing.
Yes. Awesome.
So
Awesome. That was great.
That is the watch along portion of the episode. Anth, any takeaways or anything that we want to piggyback off of from that? That era was literally when I fell into wrestling hard. And that match was part of it. I was just like, oh my God, this is insane. And I love it. And my parents were like, yeah, you can totally watch this. And I was like,
right.
Yay, my parents are okay this time.
This time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely bringing back a lot of nostalgia of like the first couple wrestling matches that we were watching as kids, and it would be fun to go back on some Raws and just go through a couple Raw nights and just see how the product was back then, and not even just comparing it back from back then to now, because it's obviously way different. They got away with so much stuff than what they can do now.
Yeah, but even our friend Matt was saying how every pay-per-view, which is now premium live event, because streaming platforms, it's not pay-per-view, you are paying for the streaming service, so it's a premium live event. All of the setups, all of the setting was unique and individual to the event.
Yeah,
like if
the
they
storylines were so not necessarily much more impactful, but they made you that much more invested into watching the matches, and just the creative team that they had back then.
Which a lot of that was Vince Russo, but the video production for WWE has always been top notch.
They were on another level,
and they still are, and always have been, and nobody's been able to touch them.
I'll always go back, and I'm sure you can agree with this. I'll always go back to the Rock and Austin WrestleMania 17
Limp Bizkit.
Dude, that is the best promo ever. I get hype every time I see that. And a reel, if it pops up on YouTube, I am clicking it. Or if I'm seeing it on a reel, I'll watch the whole thing. It's so good.
So good every time. So let's talk about like your last big wrestling match that you remember when you started falling off, which was in like, pardon me, for me it was in like 2003 or 4, maybe WrestleMania, I think after 19. Once we got to WrestleMania 20, I was like, all right, this is getting a little wonky for me.
I think I stopped literally after 16 or 17.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we saw so much within that time, and it made it feel like we were watching for so long, but we were only, at least I guess for me, I was only really watching for maybe 2-3 years. And then once we got to...
No, I think you're absolutely right. Like once WrestleMania 2000 happened, which the main event was Triple H, Big Show, Mankind, and The Rock. No, not Mankind. Who did I say? Triple H, Big Show, Mankind, and The Rock. Yeah, that's right. That was like their Millennium WrestleMania, and it was a Fatal 4-Way elimination, and they somehow built up to it, and it was fine. But I was like, this ain't it for me, bro. And like Stone Cold wasn't in there. they had Austin versus The Rock at Mania 17, and then they had Austin and The Rock at Mania 19. And along the way, Brock Lesnar came in. Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't want to do the job and eat the pin
Right.
to Brock Lesnar, and that's
what made him leave.
That's what sparked him walking out. Yeah, once Austin was like out, and back then the internet wasn't able to like confirm all of those like background stories for us, so we were just like, is Austin never coming back again?
Yeah, it's crazy to think that, you know, we just went off of, you know, whatever sources you can find, and they were very limited back then.
Raj.WWE.com or Raj.WWF.
You didn't really have as much internet as you have now, so like the one or two sources were like, if they didn't have anything, you were pretty much just like in the dark about whatever was going on, and which it made for better TV back then, because you were surprised when somebody returned. You were surprised when somebody debuted or showed up or came back, because you didn't have all these other news outlets and news things just like trying to, you know, say like, oh, well, this person's coming back on this night just to get clicks and stuff. Like, well, you're ruining it for everybody. You're ruining the whole concept of the excitement of waiting for something to happen.
Dude, do you remember when Stone Cold got ran over by the car?
Yes.
Okay. It was like 1998. And you and I we weren't even friends yet. We were just students in the same math class, and we were just both like, you smell like me. And then we became friends.
Yeah. Like, you're all right.
You're all right. But I had a homework assignment where it was for science class, and I hope I don't get canceled for this, because this was back in 98, so we're going back 26 years now. Okay, I had a project where it was, okay, you have to simulate you know, having a disability of some sort, whether you don't use one leg, don't use one arm.
I think I remember something like that, yeah.
Plug your ears. For me, I was like, I think I can handle being blind and not seeing for an evening. So my homework assignment or my project was, once I get home from school and I like do my homework, I have to put a gauze pad, like a bandage, around my eye and not look until I go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was totally telling my parents, oh yeah, I am just going to listen to Raw while it is on TV. And I heard Stone Cold was out there after he got hit by the car, and I was like, yoink!
Yoink! Yeah, it's like this. They got away with so much stuff back then, and they were allowed to be. Well, not necessarily allowed. They just did what they wanted. They got away with being so much more edgier and just pushing the boundaries of what they could and could not do. Where today, obviously, it's very tainted to be like, okay, I mean, we know our limits and we're not willing to push them because we have all these other aspects that are keeping everything aligned. So you don't want to screw up this deal or that deal or this thing or that thing. So it wasn't as global as it was back then, to the point where like if you like do something like what they were doing the Attitude Era, you're not going to be like, oh well, this can screw up a lot of our sponsors.
Well, they weren't a publicly traded company at that time. They were privately owned. Once they went public and they went PG era, and they didn't know how to navigate like the cold turkey switchover from like, okay, we need to be politically correct and safe with everything. So now when you hear the people pushing the envelope, it's the people who you know are big money draws, selling the most merch. Like
Uh-huh.
they're the only people that get a little bit of leadway on. Like Cody Rhodes is going to say some stuff, and you're going to hear, "Whoa." Paul Heyman is going to say some stuff, and you're going to be like,
Oh, yeah.
"Whoa." And they're not going to be like, you shouldn't have said that, you're fired," because they know that he is a giant draw. I am still waiting for Paul Heyman to come back. I think
That's going to be a big one, too.
okay, timetable when you think Paul Heyman is coming back, because for me, it might be all the way to WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have to come back anytime soon, because I think he might be the final nail that needs to be pushed in for, Roman Reigns to get a lot of his family back. Because, we could talk about that for hours too, but I can agree. I think it would be after, like, somewhere between the road to WrestleMania. It could be closer to WrestleMania.
I actually think we hear "ladies and gentlemen" from Paul Heyman at WrestleMania for the first time, and it will be like Paul Heyman's big return.
Yeah,
and people are going to just go absolutely freaking nuts.
Yeah,
that would be me. I wouldn't bring him back any sooner.
It would be good because we haven't seen Paul Heyman in like a face type of character in a long time. He's always been behind the heel, like Brock Lesnar and all these.
As much as we've loved him in his heel persona, like, the thing is that he would speak and everyone would be like, "We don't like what you're saying, but we respect you because you're that level of greatness." Like, just crazy.
Yeah. But I think we definitely need to do more Attitude Era watch-alongs. And we'll have to...
Would love to.
We'll have to do a poll as well to see what you guys want us to do as well for Attitude Era-esque watch-alongs, because that just sparked a whole thing in me. I'm like, I need to go watch more.
Yes.
So maybe we can during our, if not before, I would say definitely before, but during our WrestleMania season that we can do some watch-alongs with some Attitude Era WrestleMania esque things. So that'll be fun too.
I'm not sure when this episode is dropping. It might be after the Bash in Berlin. But I really feel like the international shows don't move the needle and change the game too much. It's just kind of like, hey, we're going overseas for this premium live event, and
just to say we've been there.
Yeah, and
in a way,
and the matches are good, and the storylines are all right getting there, but there's not a lot that really changes the game when they're outside of our market, which is the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like this was a really good match to go back and watch. Anthony, thank you so much for staying up super late. I know it's after 2 a.m. and you have to get some sleep. So
this was an awesome, surprise. So it was definitely worth it. I'm going to be probably watching I'll probably be watching a couple more matches from that pay-per-view tomorrow. So,
yes.
So thank you for that spark. And hopefully you guys loved it. If you did, drop a comment and let us know what you thought. And if you remember that pay-per-view, let us know your favorite match from that pay-per-view as well.
Or even all of the Attitude Era, because we will go back and watch them and do a watch-along.
We're going to need some ideas, so start throwing them in the comment section, or give us an email, hit us up on social media at OneSetPod. So you know what to do. Subscribe, like, do all that. And for everybody who's been listening for the first time, my name is Anthony Irvin with my buddy, best friend, Jim Green. And this has been One Set, guys. We love you guys.
All the love. Thank you so much.